It's the Sod Pod, brought to you by Grassland Agro. The Sod Pod. Hello, and welcome to the Sod Pod. We're coming live here from the National Ploughing Championships. There's a huge crowd here. Look, there's drizzle, lads, but we don't mind that at all. It's a bit slick. I'm just looking. There's Stanley. Lauren, how are you going?
Good, James.
How's
Flying it here. Yeah, it's going really well. There's a lot of interest around. There's a lot of people coming in. I don't know if it's because we're in a tent and we're dry or what the story is. But no, yeah, it's a really good crowd and a great buzz around.
And we're here inside the Innovation Arena. One very, very clear message from Grassland Agro today.
Absolutely, yeah. So we're here in the Innovation Arena. We're promoting the soil sustainability programme. It's going really, really well. So look, I suppose we've spoken about the soil sustainability programme on the Sod Pod before, and look, we're just trying to look at fertiliser and spreading fertiliser a little bit different, trying to condition the soil and just trying to really, really help farmers with all the new regulations coming down the line.
Yeah, it's great. There's a huge interest in the regulations. There's a bit of apprehension out there, as we're well aware, but every week people are learning more.
Absolutely. There's lots of farmers coming up to us just asking questions, and look, there's no silly question. Don't be afraid to come up to us and just ask, and look, we'll help you as best we can. And there's farmers coming up asking simple questions and other questions about how much nitrogen can I spread, and look,
yes.
The best thing to do is to just get in contact with a Grassland Agro rep and we'll go through it in detail. But no, it's going well.
No, that's brilliant. And Lauren, you're running off your feet. I better leave you alone. That man's looking for you there. Take care.
Go on, James. Thanks a million.
I just see actually our country manager here, Donagh Barrow. Donagh Barrow's very proud here today. Donagh, it's great to see you at the event.
Thanks, James. Thanks, Ray. Really delighted to be here now today, meeting all the farmers and respective customers, I suppose, in the long run, with soil structure and looking after them and working together.
And Donagh, you're a proud Limerick man, but you're I would go as far as to say you're even a prouder Grassland Agro man now.
Absolutely. Look, we've had a great 2 years, even though it's been tough in the industry, but we've had a great 2 years. We've brought on an awful lot of young graduates who are mad into farming, talking to the farmers, looking after them, working together and building relationships with them. And then from there, we're working on to develop soil structure for better outputs. That's basically what we do.
And I'll ask you one final question. I know there's a man there looking for you. Where do you see Grassland in the next 3 years?
Well, we're going to keep driving on where we're working on. We're working very closely with the relevant merchants and co-ops who actually work with us. They're farmers, looking after them, working in relationship with everybody to make sure we can get the best benefits for the farmers for what they want to do and working together on it. It's all about, as a man said to me one time, if you don't know what's underneath the ground, how do you know what's going to come out of it?
I love it.
And that's the way we look at it.
Hey, Donagh, thanks for coming on. We'll catch you again.
All right,
good man.
Don't mind yourself.
I've just spotted Woulfe here now. He's talking to a very important lady. Liam, we'll just have a quick word with you. I know you're tied up here. Liam, a proud day for Grassland.
It's great to be here and to have so many people and so many friends, acquaintances, and you'll learn something from everybody.
Yeah.
And I would say that the whole intent about doing something about sustainability is centre of everybody's thoughts, and the curiosity of what you're doing, how you can help them, is very, very good, because every farmer wants to get a different result to what he has now.
And Liam, I'm looking at a long career in agriculture for yourself, and you started way back in Golden Vale.
I'm almost finished my 42nd year in business. Most fellas would say it's time to hang up the boots, but it's very hard to hang up your boots when you have such a fantastic bunch of people working with you, and we have a great bunch of people, imaginative thoughts, such scientific approach, and the day of January 1982 to now, the whole world around us in agriculture has changed so much, and it's so exciting. What keeps me motivated is all yourselves. You're so motivated to make sure the farmers engage in the right scientific approach in order to get a different result. That's a big change from 1982.
Yes, exactly, yeah. And Liam, we're seeing huge interest here today. A proud day for Grassland Agro back in the Ploughing Championships, the soil sustainability programme. It's been revolutionary.
Well, that's revolutionary. Look, at the end of the day, if we don't get everybody to change what they're doing today, we can't influence the future, because unfortunately some of the habits of the past were consumption driven rather than output driven.
Yeah.
And today we can do so many things with the likes of Physilit and other things where guys can get a 30% reduction in the likes of nitrogen with little enough effort. We have been a planning with proper diagnosis and ultimately with proper application. I think there's an awful lot that can be done, and that's only one option, but there are many more options as well. But the most important thing is, like me and my doctor, you have to diagnose, you have to know what's wrong, and you have to attend to what's wrong about how to get optimum results, whether it's out of the human or the soil. Same problem.
Yes.
It's a different approach, and it is very, very much the way of the future.
Yeah, diagnosis is key.
Without diagnosis, you could be applying the wrong solution to the problem.
And Liam, on one final note, if you were to look at Grassland over the next 3 years, where would you see it going?
We look from humble beginnings. We've doubled, and there's no doubt about it. It's not so much Grassland. I would say that the whole agronomy planning at farm level is going to be a very big approach, and we'll be able to do so much, and we hope to be able to continue to make a bit of progress. And I do think that everybody needs to get it into their head that no more than me and my doctor, it's a personal relationship. Every farmer has to have a personal relationship with measurement and knowing what's about. No point in saying every farm has the same amount of acres and the same parish, therefore they get the same treatment. That's where we've fallen down over the last 50 years.
Yes. And Liam, I'd just like to say on a final note, we've been on a great journey so far. We're looking forward to the next couple of years going forward as well. And I think the big thing for us all is holding the farmer by the hand and bringing them on the journey and educating them. And of course, we had a big drive in recruitment. We had a great podcast last Friday as well. There's some great expansion openings within Grassland as well.
Well look, I'm so happy with the level of growth. It's improving the average age of the company, and I feel even I'm reducing my age as a result of the average age of the employees. We have a great team of people, and look, we are always looking for ag graduates, ideally, because clearly the way the future is, they have to have a foundation, they have to have empathy with agriculture, they have to have empathy with farmers, and most of all, they have to have a capacity to easily pick up the dynamics of the changing environment that we have to cope with, so that when they go on the farm, they are able to provide informed knowledge to the farmer, so that every farmer can do a better job than he's doing at the moment.
That's great, Liam, and thank you very much for coming on.
Thanks very much, James.
Enjoy the day.
Thank you, James. Thank you.
That was great to have Liam Woulfe on there now, and actually to organise an out event like the Ploughing is a huge amount of work, and it's a huge credit to the National Ploughing Championship Committee. It's unbelievable the scale of this, but also for every individual stand that's created as well. There's a lot of work involved in that, and I'm just actually looking here now, and she's working away on the laptop. Nikki McGrath would have been the organiser of a lot of this in the background. Nikki, just 2 quick words. I know you're busy on the laptop, but how are you finding the ploughing so far?
Yeah, it's great. It's miserable, but the stand looks great and the crowds are here, so we're happy.
A bit of soft rain is fine. Now, Nikki, you've been spent the last maybe 12 weeks getting organised for the ploughing. Not straightforward.
Not easy, very busy job, but it all came together in the end, so I'm happy today.
Yeah, and I look at the background walls you've created here today, the booklets and everything are fabulous. And if anyone is popping by the Innovation Arena, you can see Nikki's great work, the Soil Sustainability Programme booklet, and of course the articles that are printed out there for Out the Gap as well, with Lauren and Claire.
Yeah, Lauren and Claire, their little newsletter every month. We've just made it into a little booklet for anyone who wants to take it away and have a read. Bedtime read.
Yeah, it's savage, isn't it? And one last question for Nikki. With organising all of this, sometimes stress levels can become high when you're chasing deadlines. How did you get on last Friday in work?
Well, James, as you know yourself, we nearly came to blows last Friday. That's the pressure of the ploughing, but we love it and we get there in the end, so happy days.
You smiled in the end.
Hey, all good.
I leave you back ahead, Nikki. Thank you.
James.
John O'Loughlin is just after landing on the scene here now. He's the brolly down. He's taking off the jacket. This lad means serious business. Johnny, how we going?
Great, Jim.
What you making today?
The weather is not playing ball, Jim.
Not ideal?
No, but other than that, great day out.
Yeah.
I'd say there's every 15 and 16-year-old young lad in the whole of Ireland out there today. So what biros they don't have going home with them, Jim, is going to be unreal.
There'll be some school work done next week.
We were cleaned out of biros by 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock this morning. Done. So
What do you make of all this, Johnny? You're talking to some great, interesting farmers here.
Yeah, there's great farmers, there's great stands. We're in the innovation arena, sure, and listen, there's lots of innovation happening in the industry. It'll be all wanted, Jim.
Yes.
It'll be all wanted.
Yeah.
You know, there's lots of challenges. But like no more than ourselves in the site sustainability programme, there's milk quality, there's antimicrobial resistance, milking technologies, you name it, digital solutions for agriculture going forward, and I suppose it shows that we need to change what we're doing, but there's a good positive atmosphere around.
It's fabulous. It's great to see. And you know what, it might be damp out there, but the spirits aren't dampened.
No, and like realistically, after the 220 bad weather, you'd expect that, milk prices and what lads were hoping would be.
Yeah.
You'd expect a lot of negativity, but no, jeepers, there's huge positivity out there from the lads I've been chatting to.
The bounce back ability of the farming community.
Well, Jim, we had 2013 on earlier on the stand there.
I might have saw the video on the screen then. All-Ireland replay 2013.
Yeah, we're doing 97 tomorrow and then 95 then on Thursday to finish it off. The crescendo.
There might be a little bit of farming on the other side after.
No need.
It's all about hurling.
Yeah, it's all about hurling. And we've had lots of lads coming into the tent and lots of interest in the side programme as well. So great to see you, Jim. What's your take?
I found it great. There's a great buzz around here. And look, 2013, as you just referenced, was the year Grassland Agro was formed through the merger.
That's right.
And 10-year anniversary since that was formed. We're going into our 11th now come the 1st of February. And will Clare bounce back? Because obviously it's their 10-year anniversary as well since their last victory as well in All-Ireland.
Yeah, well, we missed it this year, but next year I think so, yeah. We won one every decade kind of is what we average out at, so we're due on now.
That was pretty bitty early though, remember?
Well, no, met a few Limerick further. I won't say his name now inside. He was inside around Limerick.
Yeah.
He was shook looking there.
Yeah, do you think so?
Yeah. No, the hunger wasn't there. The hunger just wasn't there, so I'd say next year now we'll do a number on him, and after that, sure, who else is there?
No one at all.
Kenny are finished. Galway will battle it.
Liam Cahill do magic and tip.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that'd be a good one. That's a 10-year plan now, I would say.
And as you would like to say every year, John, the banner are back.
We're back, yeah. We've been back the last 4 or 5 years, but we're coming good now. No, this is the year, but going back to the ploughing, massive attendances at Grassland.
Yeah.
Went up for a look, didn't buy anything.
Did you? Oh, you go back there, get the discounts on Thursday.
I couldn't justify it. I do know Eddie has a Grassman paraphernalia though as well, so we got it off, got it for a Christmas present or something, so we'd like to remind you of that one.
Oh, lovely.
There's a big crowd up around O'Neill's.
Oh, yeah.
The hurdy makers are in.
So you'll Corbett, Ron and Mar with him this year. It's exciting.
Yeah, they're cleaning up the sheep game.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Cammy Wilson, good guy. He's going to hopefully come on.
Yeah, be ideal.
Yeah.
He'd be very interested on down Sod Pod.
He would be, Jim.
If we could fit him in, of course, Yeah,
well, we'll have to see, We'll have to see, Jim, But no, in general, it's been very positive, to be a nice few days here, meeting lads. Make sure and call into us, we're in row 18.
Yeah, it's just easier. Find the innovation arena. We're 3 minutes from Aldi.
Yeah.
And you'll find us there in the corner of the Grassland Agro.
Crowd now than Aldi. You see the crowd, sir?
Well, it's unbelievable, John, for me to get you. I'm waving at you there for 25 minutes. You were signing autographs over there.
Yeah.
And then, it's amazing the crowd puller that Mr. O'Loughlin is.
Well, sure, the Sod Pod, lots of people are tuning in. I'm serious now,
Oh, it's got to be.
Yeah. So it's great, sure. And
now, I'm going to let you go, John. I had one job to do. My young fella Jacob broke a hurley the weekend.
I'll give you a hand with that. Where are we going?
Well, I had his back up. That's the only place to go. It's the only show in town. Ronan Mare Hurleys.
What about Canning, though? Canning's
we'll keep her in the Premier.
Yeah. But he's a Kilkenny man.
Right, let's go.
He's a Kilkenny man, isn't he? Bro, Jacob. I knew it.
My Jacob is Tipperary blood on both sides, and he's enjoying hurling.
Where was he born?
With his lovely. Well, technically, he was born in Waterford, actually.
Yeah, well, that's worse again. And where has he lived the majority of his life?
In Tullaher, Rossburken.
Yeah.
So he's very.
He's finished all together.
Yeah. He's a very, very proud Tullaher, Rossburken
hurler.
Keep
him going, Jim. You'll keep him going on.
Right, on that note, let's go buy a hurley. So, Johnny. Oh, look, there's a former star at a Sod Pod. David Corbett. Davy. Well, Davy, how are we going?
Mighty now, Jim, mighty.
Welcome back to the Sod Pod.
Thanks for having me back on since you kicked me off.
One of the co-founders.
Oh jeez, I don't know about that now, Jim.
Are you missing it?
I am missing it dearly now.
It's great to be back in the ploughing, lad.
It's great. Some buzz around, Jim.
Yeah, fabulous.
Some buzz, yeah.
No, the weather might be wonderful, but jeepers, there's some atmosphere.
Farmers are still out, everyone's out.
My God, they are.
I know, some crack around. Some lot of stuff out in exhibition today.
Yeah.
An awful lot of stuff, yeah. We're here in innovation now, and jeez, I was around now meeting a few people. I know a few faces around, like, and Jesus, great innovations and things for the future. I think
the future is bright.
It is, because it's going to be very important going forward, and you probably covered it already, whoever you've interviewed before now. But look,
we're at the bottom of the barrel now.
I know, you're scraping out, Jim. You're scraping. So I come out with some bit of colour on it. But look, going forward, farmers, and I suppose the farming community, agriculture, everyone needs a helping hand now with the way regulation is going. I think, like, even on our side with fertiliser and regulation and planning that going forward, every farmer is going to have a go-to agronomist, or someone's going to help them in how to plan their fertiliser going forward. No more than animal nutrition. Every farmer is going to need a nutritionist, because it's going to be down to the fine detail. Because I suppose everything back through the years everything was available readily, and it was probably cheaper, and it's going to be going forward. Look, inputs are going to be very steady, I'd say, going forward compared to where they are at the moment. But it's fine margin, and I think if every farmer maybe takes stock of where they are and what they need going forward, that's going to be very important. But look, I suppose just having someone on farm that's going to help you in those different jobs, like your vet, your nutritionist, your agronomist. Look, every farmer has an accountant. Whatever job it is, everyone is there to help the farmers going forward.
And David, you're probably one of the first in Grassland Agro out of the bat with the department regulations. You'll be well versed on it. Obviously, there was a lot of apprehension and nerves and confusion, and still some of that out there. Yeah. But you're a bit more positive now. I think you're taking a grasp of it here, and you think the future is bright if we can implement this correctly.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, but look, it's down to fine margins now, and I think farmers will be able to do nearly the same going forward, and it's just to fine-tune those small things, because look, there's no point saying it, there is inefficiencies there, massive inefficiencies. So it's starting from the bottom, getting the small things right, and trying to build on them going forward. But look, regulation is changing. I suppose come the 1st of January 2024, nitrates derogation is going to be reduced to 220, and the idea then is by 2026 that's going to be eliminated. And I know there was a meeting there last week with the Department of Agriculture and the Minister and that, and they're going to go to the EU and the Commissioner now and see, look, can that be brought out or extended, and that is going to be important, because it is very short notice on farmers, and there has been a lot of money invested on farms, slurry storage and infrastructure, and all that has been done to increase numbers, which farmers were enticed to do.
Advised and enticed and supported.
So I do. So look, it's very important that we I suppose, get as long out of that as possible. So like, there are loans that have to be paid. There was investment made. So look, if we can kind of scratch that, and in the meantime take stock and see where we're going.
Hey, and from Dr. Foss, I'll now move over. We've the Queen of Sulphur with us here as well, David.
Thanks, Jan.
Claire Aspel, how are you?
Good, thanks. Yourself now, James?
I'm very good. Claire, any news?
I suppose I'm back on a few bit of holidays. Myself and my partner's got married a couple of weeks ago.
Congratulations.
So I'm kind of been all over the place now, so I could be saying anything to you today.
Your nails will be getting longer now, will they?
They'll be getting longer, yeah.
Hey, Claire, what are you making of the ploughing so far?
Great atmosphere. I came in and it was raining, but everyone is in such great form, and there's such, everyone's just buzzing. And
buzz.
Yeah, it's great. It's great to see, and everyone's just kind of getting on with it. They have the rain gear on, and they're just going doing it as if there was sun shining.
There's nearly a feel of a Munster final for me anyway, Claire. I think it's brilliant.
It's great, yeah, and it's going to make the day better. Everyone's in good form, going around and just seeing everything.
Some great innovation out there.
There is, yes, yeah.
And we're here now today. There's huge interest here today again, Northstand, the Site Sustainability Programme.
Yeah, we've been flat out talking about our self-sustainability programme and the 6 steps we have, and just talking to the farmers through what we can deliver to the farmers and what we will do for them, and give them the service throughout the year. And it's just been great seeing and having the enthusiasm from the farmers coming and talking to us, and the engagement with it. It's been great.
And I spotted you were chatting to a lady there. She was a Mayo farmer. You were talking about the new nitrogen regulations, and what was kind of the feel on the ground from the farmers' point of view?
I suppose from the farmers, I'd say they're a bit confused. They don't know what direction to turn to, and I suppose getting the message out there and getting it clear to them, and kind of just simply kind of trying to get it across cost, like, because there's been so much different changes coming to each all the farmers, and I suppose I'd say their heads are spinning, to be honest.
No, I'd agree with you, because there's no better community to change.
No,
but
exactly.
They need information,
They
don't
do.
they?
Information is key.
And
exactly.
it's starting to come true now, and we're getting there, but yeah, not straightforward at all.
No, it's not. No. I suppose, as you're saying, information is key, and just keep repeating it, and because it is very hard and very difficult, and it's not easy information to be listening to. Like, it was very hard. So I suppose it's going to take time just to kind of get their heads around it. And as you say, farmers, they are very good at adapting, and they've been adapting for years, and they're just constantly having to change all the time.
And Dr. Aspel, you would be an expert in sulphur.
Yes.
Is there where would you see the role of sulphur now at the moment with all of these? Can this aid anything?
Yeah, I suppose my own research would show that kind of sulphur would help have better efficiency of nitrogen. So the amount of nitrogen that you are going to put out in your land, you are going to get better uptake from that nitrogen. So I suppose, apply your sulphur throughout the middle of the growing season, and just instead of losing that nitrogen that you are going to spread, you are going to get better uptakes into the plant, which is what a farmer wants, because that's obviously going to grow more grass, better quality grass. So that's how I see sulphur playing out. Yeah.
Hey, thanks for catching up with us, Claire. I'll leave you back at it. Fair play. Thank you.
Thanks, James.
James, just one more comment here. I was chatting to John earlier on, and I know John in the marketing team, he done a bit of a lottery there during the week, so there's obviously 3 days of the Ploughing, and you were going to pick 3 All-Ireland finals from 2023 all the way back to 1995, and it's the 3 years that came out talking to John anyway was 2013, 95 and 97.
It was some lottery, wasn't it? Yeah.
So it was some lottery. So I suppose I don't know if this is going to go out now before the Ploughing or not, but if you're about, call in and have a look and see what games are on. 95, 97, 2013.
This morning we've already had 2013, the replay.
That's right, the replay.
It's 97 tomorrow, reportedly.
Yeah.
Well, if I play my cards right, 2010 will be on the cards as well.
Go away over that, Jim.
Go on,
No,
up the banner.
Up the banner.
Come on, Davy. Just back in the car here now after a very busy day at the Ploughing Championship. I have the hurley for the young lad. Fair play to Ronan Mayer for hooking me up above the Corbett stand as well. A beautiful size 29. Long day, good fun, good crack, good education, good interaction. It was fierce, enjoyable. Great to speak to so many members of the farming community. The energy is there, the worries are there as well, of course. Mind yourselves out there. Farm smart, farm safe. Hey, thanks for listening to the Sod Pod. We hope you enjoyed it. To find out more, head over to www.grasslandagro.ie or check out our social channels: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn and YouTube. That's all for this episode. See you next time.